Hello, my name is Richard. I go by Ultra by Rich, and this is Ultra by Rich Meta Ads. In this session, we're going to talk more about DMAs. This is short for Designated Market Areas. And this is kind of a little known secret. If you are old school advertising, you are pretty familiar with this term as a DMA. It's a region, it's a market. But Facebook actually has access to these as targeting. So you may don't necessarily have to use your city or a pin and a radius. You can actually just target the DMA, and then that DMA has already been pre-zoned for many, many years, used in billboard advertising and even TV advertising. So again, DMAs are not new. So it's great that Facebook actually has access to these. And depending on your product, this may be a great new location segment you can try targeting to see if you can increase some of your efficiencies or conversions. So let's jump right into it. Right here on the designated market areas for ad targeting page from Facebook. Of course, always want to start with some sort of documentation, see what they have to say. Whether it's good or bad, who knows? We'll figure that out as we go. But you'll notice it is sorted by a code. Looks like it starts at 500, and then this list is pretty lengthy. I'll include the link in the description if you want to go through it before you jump in. But as you can see, there's some pretty key markets in here. You've got a San Diego market, Rapid City, Twin Falls, Phoenix, Denver. So these are pretty big markets that you're targeting. And we're in Salt Lake. You can see we have a market. And if you were, like we just said, Denver or Los Angeles or New York, you can see all of them have their own segments. So let's just jump into how to create this now. If you come over to your campaigns and hit create, we're just going to be doing a leads campaign, and we're just going to quickly name it. We'll give it today's date and the client's name. We'll use my name, and we're just going to do leads form. Use that same name for the ad set and the ad for now. Now, real quick, I wanted to mention to you our done for you Facebook ads. There's a link in the description for a free one-on-one session where we actually go through your business and talk about how we can optimize and build out your campaigns. It's free to do. Definitely recommend it. Let's get back to it. And we're going to hit continue. From here, you're going to want to make sure you don't qualify for any special ad categories. I have a whole separate video on special ad categories that explains if you do qualify, why that's important. Generally, you shouldn't because it's going to restrict your ad. But take a look at that video if you're interested. Then I also have a different video on the Advantage campaign budget. We're not going to use that in this case, so just hit next. Like I said, we're going to be doing leads. We're going to be doing forms. And let's do Ultra by Rich. And then we're going to be maximizing number of leads. This is a volume play. We do not want to necessarily qualify the leads. We want as many leads as the system's willing to give us under the budget given. We'll leave a $30 daily budget, and we'll have it start tomorrow at midnight. And then we're going to leave it United States. And give it a starting age of 25. We're going to make sure it's English US. We're going to then scroll down to the audience suggestions and give it a 54 max and leave it all genders, all placements. Okay, so you can see this is our normal configuration, okay? But you come into audiences and you hit edit. Then you come into here and you're going to type in the DMA's name. Make sure you type the casing correct. So you'll notice I typed in Salt Lake City with the capital SLC. Now, if I do lowercase, look, it's gone. So it is case sensitive, and it has to be the exact word or words that are listed here. Shockingly, if you type in DMA 770, it does not pull up. So their own internal code must be really on the back end, doesn't actually help you. or it must be some sort of universal code. But you can see if you copy and paste the exact name, it usually is the first option. And then you'll notice it says market. So now we're targeting this DMA, and you'll notice the Salt Lake City DMA is actually not Salt Lake City. In fact, it's in the entire state of Utah and part of Nevada and part of Wyoming, a little bit of Idaho. So again, depending on the DMA and the sizes, you can look these all up individually just by a quick Google search of the DMA itself. We have an example right here for you. You can see, obviously it's the same map that we just saw there. Right here, yep. But now you actually can target that DMA. So again, great way to bring in a new segment, especially if you're trying to target a new marketing demographic or region, and you can actually use a DMA without having to spell it out using a radius. Thank you for watching this clip. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a comment, drop a like, and make sure you subscribe.